Reallyfe 3 stars, man. We got Ceddy and Nash in the building, man. I know for people who are looking at this, they like, damn, they got their boy Ceddy on the couch.
Yes, sir.
Not the hood lawyer.
The hood lawyer.
Not the hood Thanos. What is it?
The West Coast.
The Thanos. West Coast Thanos.
You know what I was thinking, man? I was thinking when I jump on, I'm gonna just mess it up because we the visionaries. So you know, my crew, we just doper, man. We one of the coolest, one of the chillest. You know, I like my intros to kind of feel like this, right? You remember V for Vendetta?
Yeah.
You remember when he said this? In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant vanish. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified and is vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin, vanguard and vices, vouchsafing the violently vicious, fallacious, and violation of volition. Verily, this vicious rise of verbiage veers most verbose, but let me simply add, we just a visionary, Ceddy Nash, hood lawyer, in the building. Let's make it official. Time to rock out.
That's crazy, man. And visionary, that's such a profound word to me because, you know, when you think of visionary, that's somebody who's able to see something that's not there. That's somebody who's able to predict the future, somebody who's able to tap into that. I feel like that aligns with your brand. Can you explain why you were able to name your group, your tribe, the Visionaries?
Because when I went homeless, it never got to me. It never got to me. When I was down bad, like I'm talking, bro, like it was a point where I got to making $328 a week or $327 a week, but that was my worth. You get what I mean? That's all I could contribute to society. I was moving freaking boxes of jeans in the back of tractor trailers, you feel me?
Yeah.
Just to make sure I'm cool. I was eating once a day, you feel me? I was eating the what's that called? This $5 box from Jack in the Box and everything.
With
the chalupa.
The box with the tacos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was my spiritual right there. It wasn't food, it was just my spiritual. And I just remember it just getting to a point where I had like $2 bills. I don't know what it was about it, but I said, no matter how bad it get, I'm not spending this. I will not eat for days and stuff like that. I'm sleeping in the back of my car. I still got the same charger, bro. I just spent like 7 bands in there just to make sure that it's still working because I got to make sure I'm still in that mindset. I'm still broke in that car. I went from that to getting a job, putting parcels on boxes for $480 and then getting a job doing roofing. You know, my nickname when I was roofing for the essays was Toro because I'm strong as hell. You know, I got slave strength. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely in the field.
Yes, sir. And I just remember them hot ass summers and stuff in Sacramento, bro, and doing that. And we talking about 115 degree weather. And I'm just sitting there. I'm already envisioning everything. I'm already seeing it. I'm listening to motivational speaking. I'm listening to the Tony Robbins, to the Les Browns, to the Jim Rohns and everything like that. And I'm just like, it's coming. Just stay patient. Just stay patient. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. At that time, I wasn't drinking. I had became a head bouncer and everything like that.
Right.
And I real life learned patience from being a bouncer, bro. Like, I mean, to the point where, you know, when you get security guards in here, right? What they always talk about?
Man, it's a couple things. They know all the dirt. Number
Right.
one. They know all the dirt and they fuck all their clients. It seems like them two things are consistent. And a lot of times they like to fight.
Exactly.
You know.
So my story, when I get around a bunch of bouncers, it's not hard to knock out drunk people.
Right.
I don't want anybody to think, you know, these bouncers is like Superman, like all that and everything like that. They already inebriated. You could push them over and then watch people fall. You get what I mean?
Right.
So there's that part that exists, but also at the same time, the story I always tell them is I had like, 4 little dudes, like 5'7", 5'6". They mad because I'm telling them to leave. I'm like, bruh, it's 2:00. Y'all gotta go. So I raise my voice, get up out of here.
Yeah.
So we get outside, they mad dog and I'm looking, I'm like, and they all like real life squaring up, getting ready to do something. And in my head, I'm like the equalizer. I'm like, he going to bed. I'm knocking him straight out. Him right here, I already know what he gonna try to do. He gonna try to do something. I'm grabbing him, throwing him into the brick wall. And everybody else, we just gonna wrestle until the rest of my guards get here. But I'm like, you know what? Hold on. And I look him straight in the face like a dad. I say, This how y'all gonna do me after everything I allow y'all to get away with? Is y'all serious? Man, they dropped their heads and walked off.
So they had some level of respect for you then.
Yeah, because I was letting them do a lot of stuff, bro.
Right.
I'll kick them out. Hey, take a 30-minute real quick, come back. Because the club is a little far. Like, bro, you drove 20, 30 minutes out here to get girls. You didn't come here to get kicked out on purpose.
Right.
You just was feeling yourself. You know, lick it, get them freaky.
That's crazy. you being a security guard, man, like, again, y'all be knowing a lot. What are some of the things that you encountered as a security guard that made you go,
Drugs. I ain't gonna hold you. That tooted them, it's that sneaking and geeking like they like to call it. Yeah, that powder is still prevalent. I ain't gonna lie. You know, LeBron come in like this. They come in like this. I done caught cats busting it down on seats, on toilet seats. I'm like, there's ass on there. You feel? I don't know. You clean nothing, bro. Y'all ain't bring no towel and clean nothing. But I just seen them really bust it down. Everything like that. And some of that stuff, y'all don't need to be doing. Y'all be freaky as hell. I done seen cats do like this. And we ain't talking to no women. I'm just like, yeah, I don't judge now. I personally don't care. Be who you gonna be. Life's short. Love, fall in love. But yeah, these cats, these drugs, this powder, that X, all of that stuff and everything like that. These cats extra freaky out. These some freaky frauds out here.
So like, I remember when it was a Young Miami and Diddy story, right? And they were saying that they busted him with pink cocaine. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, they introduced some new shit in the game? Like, what is that?
It's a combination. So with the advent of Breaking Bad, right? You got the blue meth and everything like that. The blue meth wave came basically from Frank Lucas with his stuff. You feel me?
Right.
So that color scheme and stuff like that, when it's crystallized and it got this little color in it and stuff like that, you got something different. You know, them bright colors stand out. What they want to do when you take drugs, you want to feel illuminated. You know, so that's that Diddy special.
Man, you know, for people that are watching this, a lot of people, like I told my homie, he was supposed to be here. He watches you religiously. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like a visionary. He a visionary. He told me about it. You know what I mean? And one of the things that he always praised you about was your impeccable work of breaking things down. Like, he was like, nobody really breaks it down like he does it on a different level, right? But from a standpoint of we black, but he do it in such a good way. So, you know, it made me start looking into you. And I was like, man, that's dope, man. Because when you start thinking about people who do our job, we get criticized a lot. It's like we can't do the same thing that the white man does.
Right.
For you, right, you have your channel, you break down a lot of the news and things like that. When was the first time that you felt like, all right, I got it. I'm gonna break this down. What made you get into that field?
A couple of things. Academics, I'm gonna give him his credit, but not in a way of, you know, we shining him up or nothing like that. Right. I didn't think that what he was doing was so inimitable. You get what I mean? It was nothing that he was doing that was so great that I couldn't do it. You feel me? I could see Steph Curry shooting threes a bunch of times. I know I can't do that. I could see Shaq, boom, slam. I know I can't do that. I could see LaDainian Tomlinson do his thing, his 1-2. I know I can't really do that on a professional level. But I didn't see nothing special, and he was bragging. Yeah. If you brag about it to me, you inspire me. I'm not going to come rob you or nothing. They make them days no more. Right. But, you know, for me personally, I'm just like, oh, bro, he said he making 6 figures. He don't do nothing special. And I know for sure he ain't outside like I am. I'm everywhere I say. So there was that. And then there was disrespectful people. There was the Hassan Campbell, you know, in the way that he did stuff. And I just was not feeling that at all. And what he did, and it was a dude in Jersey, and I'll make this as succinct as possible. There's a dude in New Jersey named Triple Beans. And the way he died, cats ran up behind him, shot him in his head or his neck at first and his back. And he got on the ground and he started rolling. In my mind, I'm thinking he's going to roll towards under the ground and hide under a car, or he didn't realize how close they was with them shots. So, you know, while they shooting at the ground, it's best you're not really standing like that because they're going to chip more concrete than they will your skin. But they finished him off. He was so disrespectful at how he did it. He was like, oh, they turned him into he was hula hooping on the ground. They turned his TV off. They rocked his snot box. They bambotted him like he did my bambottom. Like that type of stuff. Like that's what he was on.
Yeah.
So I just was like, hell nah. And there was one final piece, because you know everything is damn near Trinity every single time.
Right.
Dude named Dan Pena. He was just like, just effing do it.
That's hard.
Sometimes and I was just like, it's like when you go to church or you go to mass, whatever y'all is, you know what I'm saying? Or synagogue or masjid, and the speaker is just saying something that specifically feel like it's geared towards you. Yeah, because it's like, why are you waiting? Why are you, honestly, why are you waiting? When I was a youngin', bro, the reading I used to do a lot of prolific reading. It's a saying out there that said, there's a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Amid all voyages abound in shallows of misery on such a full sea, we are now afloat. You must take the current when it surges or lose our venture. That means now or never. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to have no perfect opportunity. Ever. You either not going to be in shape enough, you're not ready enough, you're not in, man, get your shock therapy. The best way to do it is just go through and freaking do it. Don't lose it. You get what I mean? Just do it. Just get straight to it. That's why I'm doing the GoFundMe with the truck driver school, because it's too many of us who are looking in this new wave and we don't know where we fit. We know that we need to get the next generation prepared.
Right. Big face.
We need the finances to do that. The best financier of your child is going to be you. There is no hidden motives. The person your kid's supposed to trust is mommy and daddy. But the problem we have right now is daddy ain't there. So what the hell are we going to do? And that's the reason why it's getting started. I done trained over 30 people how to drive trucks. Well, I'm talking cats who was trash. And I'm talking stick shift. I didn't even know how to drive stick shift when I hopped in the truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm in downtown LA learning how to drive trucks, because I'm like, if something don't change, I'm going to get an expiration date. I'm already knowing everything cracking right now. And at the time, I'm like, I'm broke. I'm a little, I'm job to job. This feeling a little heavy in the sad stories and excuses, but it ain't heavy in the wallet. So it's like, bro, you just getting this pathetic thing that you call a person, because I'm no longer a man. I'm a liability at this point. I'm just being honest. Like, if you ain't gonna criticize yourself, you ain't gonna trash yourself and everything like that, you're not a man. You have to be able to be your biggest critic, because then you know exactly what to do. It's not hard to be dope these days, because these people won't sacrifice. People don't believe in themselves. They got every excuse in the world. Excuse like as we all got when they all stink. And the worst part about it is people believe the excuses, which makes it even worse. No matter how bad you tell yourself it is, it's even way worse in your mind. The way in which you treat yourself, bro.
Sometimes delusion is the best thing, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have that unwavering faith in yourself and just jump out the window. So you jumped out the window.
I had to.
What was the first video you feel like? Because we do the same thing, maybe in a different capacity, but man, it took us years, bro. I'm talking about from paying $500 out of our own pocket, 4 of us, right? Doing that, going through the heartaches and trying to get people to get interviews. When were you able to be like, oh shit, I'm starting to see some money from it, or damn, I'm starting to take off a little bit? What was that first moment for you?
The first video. The very first video I dropped, it did like 62,000.
On the first video?
First video.
What was the first video?
First video was about Casanova 2 times when he got hit, right? And I thought, because I like Cass, you know what I'm saying? I liked his energy and everything
his whole aura, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, he reminded me of me when I was 19. Like, that's what I was on. But you can't have one foot in the game and one foot out. There's nothing wrong with being a rapper. They had this issue right now, because I even had it at one point in time, where they don't like the title that they give us. We like our own title. One of the best compliments I get is I'm not a street dude. I love that one. I'm a civilian. That's cool. I don't want to be no ride dude, no anything like that, no tough guy. I don't want nobody to meet me and feel like you got a fear for your life, or, you know what I'm saying, you want to try me or nothing like that. Every time I agree, I shake hands with everybody in the room and introduce myself, because everybody's somebody. So with Cass basically had 1 foot in the game, 1 foot out. He was still in them streets. He was still in these deals and stuff like that. Even though I really don't believe it from what I read paperwork-wise, but he feel like they nailed him to the cross, because the feds will charge you like 50-something counts and then make you feel like, oh, you the world because you just got 17 of them damn things to stick. You got rid of the other 33. You feel me? You thinking like, oh, my lawyer just, no, nigga, hey, them 17 gonna hit just like them other 33.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's that. But when I said it, I think it hit because I feel as though I'm a conduit. You can watch my channel with your nephew that's like 15, 16 years old and everything like that. And he gonna know like, oh yeah, that's that game right there. Because I explain it to people in simplistic terms. I can use the big words. I can get immensely verbose. But what's the point of that?
Right.
What am I showing out? Am I showing off?
Right.
I mean, granted, I've dropped a couple of words in there, but that's just daily stuff because when I was locked up as a youth, the lawyers were speaking a language I didn't know.
Right.
But we talking English.
Right.
You feel me? I'm like, hold on, what? And I'm like, hey, wait, this, what the hell? And I never felt that dumb in my life. I never sat in a group of men to speak the same language and thought, well, I'm the stupidest thing walking right now. You know what I mean? But I'm egregious with it. Like I go to the extremes with how I come after myself. You see what I'm saying? Just because I know I got to kick my own ass because the world doing it anyways.
That's what's up, bro. And we're gonna get to that, right? Because you have been deemed a hood lawyer. How did you get that moniker?
The people gave it to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, so that's dope.
Yeah.
The people gave you that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Once the people give it to you, you gotta accept
roll
it.
with it.
But it's because like the OGs, bro, like I'm gonna keep it authentic. You'll see like a Melvin Farmer, right?
Right.
And he'll break it down. He'll break down a Pro Hoc Vice and all this stuff and everything like that. Sound just like me. But he don't sound like me. I sound like him. You get what I'm saying? So certain cats, they won't give them flowers and everything like that and be like, nah, this just the OGs. When you jumped off the porch, they'll tell you, hey, that's a 3 to 6 right there. Hey, that's a 6 to 10 right there. You get what I mean?
I see what you're saying. They're breaking it down, but in a street way.
Yeah.
You're breaking it down in a more articulate way where it's palatable to anybody.
Yeah, for sure. Because being well spoken is something you gotta chase.
That's facts.
You gotta perfect yourself, bro. You have to. The books I just studied. The first books I looked at was 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. Then got on what Nip said with the Jonah Berger book. But then I jumped from that one to the Catalyst. You see what I'm saying? I want to know what sparked the mind. I want to know, how do I get you to feel what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just because I don't want to come off sounding stupid. If you realize in my speak right now, you rarely hear me say the word, You get what I'm saying? So it's those things that you have to be self-reflective of. And I'm always in that mirror, just working on the craft, working on perfecting every single thing because I'm incomplete. I still feel as though I'm still working on my first video because I've yet to have that video, that 1 million hit view video. I thought I had it the other day. It was close. It was close. It got to like 480-something thousand. I thought I had it, but not yet.
Not yet. Well, we're gonna take this interview a lot of different ways because I like when I hear black men that's articulate. So we gonna go a lot of different ways, but we finna get to the ignorant part of the show real quick.
Yes, Lord.
All right, man.
I'm on that. And if anybody wondering why I'm hitting my eye a lot, because, bro, it was something that, the way I slept on that pillow dried my left eye out. So, yeah.
So, one of the things that caught not only my eye, but a lot of people's eye was the way that you broke down the Young Dolph case.
Ooh.
That was the one I feel like kind of highlighted you and put you on because that was one of those cases where we're talking about a well-beloved artist beefing with another well-beloved artist. They went back and forth for years. We thought, I don't know, for some reason, I just never thought it would go there, but it went there. So what was your assessment of that whole case?
Ego, idiocracy, king of the hill. You know, when we're young, the lessons of fighting that we're taught is all wrong. You're the man in the house that you can beat your dad type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So when you get out of school and your dad want to arrest you and everything like that, your dad is not actively programming your mind to say, I'm training you. You're thinking of it as, this is my test of heart. This is my manhood, which in a case it is, but it's on different levels. With the Young Dolph case, it's so stupid. It just is. Because Memphis is such a small, cruddy, broke down hellhole. You see what I'm saying? I've been to Memphis plenty of times. The time once I became a name within the YouTube space, and yeah, you're right. That Young Dolph case, definitely, that's where I believe the hood lawyer moniker came from. So I 100% believe that one. But I knew stuff, but then it was kind of like, do I put it out? I knew that Dolph had a 6-figure bounty on his head. I was the one who broke that to the internet.
Right. So, number one, how do you get this information?
Can't tell you that one. That's up.
Yeah, but because you're street, right? Everybody
I'm in
knows
these streets.
You're in the street. So it's one of those things like when a crime happens, the streets always know.
Yeah, 100%.
They always know. So
I just dropped a video on Lil Ronnie. I know exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. The streets talk. But I'm out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just was at the site. I was just in Fort Worth.
Right.
You feel me?
So, but see, one of the things, right, is they're gonna say, well, he's not even from out here. How would he know? That's one of the things that they're always gonna say. But you're saying that even from being in a different city, a different state, you're able to know details that people from here don't even know.
Let me tell it to you this way. If you had a nephew that's square business, Mr. Tidy and Mighty, he watched Ceddy Nash. Because when he walk in that room with the thugs and everything like that, he know to walk in with his chest out. He know to walk in with his head right here. He know don't back down from nothing. Square or not. Those are the people who talking. The mamas are talking. The ATs are talking. They let know. Man, every hood got that one OG that know everything. Got that one mama that know how it started, how it began, and she'll even tell you how it's going to end. These people want this stuff to stop. The police already know everything. Police tag phones, tap phones, tag cars, LPRs, all type of cameras everywhere. But when I went to the Sappies, I looked at all the cameras. That's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, bruh, y'all had to be some of the dumbest. Every apartment complex, insurance-wise, they're reducing insurance rates just because you have cameras. And the better off you hide it, the better off you are. The better relations you have with the police, the better off you are. Every apartment complex will not tell you this. There is a discount for being a police officer living there. Just is what it is. That's why they give the active military discounts. That's why they give all of this stuff, because they already combat trained. They already ready. They know how to assess a situation and then execute. That's the problem with like a lot of these cats. They think they smart. You're stupid. It's amazing how much money you make when you're a high school graduate opposed to being a non-high school graduate. It's damn near $50,000 within a year at times. And in a lifetime, it's over $7 million. So it's like, bruh, what the hell? Like, nah, the stuff that everybody's aspiring to be is bullshit. As far as the ones who want to take the lazy route. You get what I'm saying? Like, right. It's a lot of us that feel like, all right, I just need to be like this person, be like that person. You had no idea the struggles and sacrifices they made before they got there. Go look at some of these right there. Tell you, I had a job. I had 2 jobs. I had to pay for this. I had to promote this. People was not effing with me, doing all this stuff. Some of them, and there's no disrespect to none of them, but they wore crazy outfits just to get your eyeballs. Remember, the baby came out with a diaper on.
Yeah. At South by Southwest.
Then turned out, hey, he ain't somebody you play with.
At all.
It's a little 22 in that pepper. You know what I'm saying? But it's those things like, bro, that man was hustling. He's been hustling his music for years. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
But it take that one break, that one moment. And there's, it's stuff like this. It's the networking. It's all of this stuff. It's intricate. But at the same time, they got to put in the work.
Right. And I want to talk about this. And I was debating whether to talk about this, but to Get Money or Lil Ronnie, they hits close to home because not only was Lil Ronnie beloved by, Fort Worth, Dallas, but we've actually, we probably did one of his first interviews. Him and the baby actually came and recorded at our studio. Like he brought the baby in his, to the studio to record a song. Like we know these people, you know what I'm saying? And we've seen MO3 go down in a crazy way. We seen him go down and the baby. And, when you're talking about a 5-year-old child that gets killed along with their daddy and you see it on video, number one, you being a journalist, right? How do you approach these things, right? Because some people will feel like, well, I don't want to post because, I don't want to feel like I'm clout chasing off his name. Some people will say, hey, man, it's an honor thing. But you cover the news. Mm-hmm. So What do you feel like is the responsibility of anybody covering a story like this?
To each their own, honestly. To each their own. My approach is Emmett Till's mama. My approach is Emmett Till's mama. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When Emmett Till got beat, she put that casket and showed what they did to her baby. I'm gonna show y'all what y'all doing to us. I'm just gonna do that to y'all because there's no other way. I don't want to get on here and give a profane lace tyrant on something. Like, I just don't want to do that. That's not my thing because I don't want that energy in me. I don't want that no more. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what it got me. You know, it got me it got me in jail. You feel me? It landed me in jail. Had to sit around. Like, before I went homeless, it's because I was in jail. I lost it all. Just because of my ego. Just because of that. That's why, like, now these days, bro, I sacrificed the ego. I got rid of it. It's not helping me. I'll replace it with hunger, but with that and covering that, we often don't know who's watching. And it's sad to say, but as a black male with money in a city, and I'm not saying Fort Worth is full of nobodies, but the city part that he existed is a bunch of people that are nobodies. He wasn't elbow to elbow with none of these oil tyrants, these oil barons. He wasn't with none of these major land developers and, you know, with the architects and stuff like that. He was around a group of nobodies who aspired to be like him. But if you have people who aspire to be like you create jealousy, you create envy, you create enemies for stuff you didn't even intend. I can guarantee you when they started off and started taking off and everything like that, they more than likely started thinking about how they could further legitimize everything. But you got to get away. You had to. If home base is your home base, you need to fortify that. You have to operate differently. It just is what it is because you just never freaking know. Your money means everything to somebody else. Homeless, even people who got their own money, especially in our community, is so competitive. There's so many people, there's so many platforms that we have that are black in particular that always got to fight, always got to bicker, always got to beef and stuff like that. And it's pathetic. Even on my end, even when I beef, it's stupid. Because it don't mean shit. What I'm going to do, kill you? You going to kill me? That's what it's going to end up doing. So now we two dumb, dead ass niggas. That's what it's going to boil down to. Y'all some stupid niggas. Y'all ain't black men, y'all niggas. That's why I don't even like when people, that's a real nigga. I ain't no nigga. What the fuck you talking about, bro? I created a portfolio now, bro. I got IRAs. What you talking about? I ain't no nigga. Niggas don't live like me. Niggas don't do like this. Niggas don't wash their ass. Like, no. Ain't nigga shit. Niggas brag on lame ass behavior. Just wore the same jeans for a couple of days. Ain't bathed. Ain't that's nigga behavior. That's comparable to a fucking caveman. I don't want to be no nigga.
So if you were to take, and we're gonna just stick on this Ronnie situation because it's just a situation. You look at two young black men that do this, right? What propels this type of thing? Do you think?
Words.
Because when you said what's that?
It's words. It's words. It's always words. It's always words that evoke the spirit. You know, the words is ended wars. It's caused peace. It's manifested a whole ton of things. Cats don't manifest in the right way. When you try to manifest, you got to manifest your steps. You got to manifest your sacrifices. I'm willing to do this because it's going to give me something I never had. You got to become somebody. So the people that they're becoming are hyper inflated with their egos because in that world, in that space, in that rap world, look at how violent you have to be to damn near get to the top. Niggas out here scaring cats. You see what I'm saying? There's been times where I could have done security for a couple of rappers in California. I said, hell nah. I don't walk around with straps in Cali. So nah, I'm a knockout artist. I'll put you on your ass. But I knock you out, he gonna kill me. He taking my life away. You see what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that where we're in this lame ass space where I gotta kill you. That's my first thing. You know what I'm saying? It's I gotta kill you. It's not, don't let me compete with you. I gotta kill you. That's the problem that we it's so quick to get rid of somebody because they're a fucking threat. Sorry for cussing.
No, it's real life, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
We look at cats as threats and everything like that.
Yeah.
When it could just be how we done glorified all these damn professional athletes. These professional athletes, bro, They go to war all the time. They all want the same thing. Other people go to work and show up in the summertime and put in that work like Jordan did. You see what I'm saying? When Jordan said, hey, y'all don't have no summer. We just got our asses kicked. And they came off and reeled off 3 championships. Nobody wants to do that because they afraid of their own people. A lot of these cats sitting in these circles got all these wolves and stuff like that because they afraid. They don't want to be by themselves. They lonely as shit. They're not men. These are piss poor, pathetic people. And when it all come out, it's going to look even more worse because there's more young black men who could have been making money, invested in certain things, and decided drugs, women, and fucking inflated ego is what I got going. So now we're going to sit here and judge them like we're supposed to. Now the question is, how harsh do we do it? Now we got to worry about who's the next one because it's always going to be a next one. Angie Stone, Ronnie, somebody else coming next. It just is what it is. It's always going to break down to a trinity.
When you hear that the kid left his ID in the car and that's how they got spotted, do you feel like they're even worrying about getting caught? It just seems like they just going on full crash out missions right now.
More than likely, damn near guaranteed. And Jacoby is one of them. You raised by your mama. Your mama is the one that's emotionally driven. We need women for that because that's their intuition. A good woman can sit up here and tap you on the shoulder. Hey, baby, watch him. That's why your woman is behind you because she has to make sure that the way that you driving is the right way. These dumbasses, it ain't just that though. They already had them already off rip. This what happened. Buddy drove the car, parked it and told his girl, come get the whip. They're on camera throwing out the guns in a grassy area. They're already caught. They don't know it. They used the girl, shout out to her, because ain't nobody gonna give her no credit. She set their ass up. She don't want to be associated. They bust through her. You already know this. They bust the hell out of her goddamn house looking for him. So that car he used in her name. He dropped her off to go to work. So he down there the female and it's right back to it. He a damn woman. She going to work. He driving the car back home. Well, hey, bitch, you gonna clean? I guarantee that house ain't clean. I guarantee he ain't make no meals since we doing role reversal. That's a detriment. And he had to hide his case of assault with the SEX word because that's what he was. That's why he got locked up before. Because he knew people was going to sit there and look at that name because we all got Citizen app. Citizen app tell you where they at. 1.2 miles, 0.6 miles, all this stuff. He was going there. That's a crash out. Them idiots. These are piss poor, pathetic scums of the earth. Deserve what they going to get. I'm not going to shed a tear for it. It just is what it is. But they're not going to be shining examples. That's the worst part. This is going to be a non-story within a month. We're just waiting on the next one. That's the worst part about
it. And do you feel like, and this is another question I always ask, right? Do you feel like anybody who covers this has a responsibility to the mother of that one, you know, the mother of the baby to help her in anything she needs? If she needs the GoFundMe, they should donate. Do you feel like that should be a part of it or that just is what it is? You're just doing your job?
No. All her shit. Hell no. Y'all don't do it to the news. The hell? Why we always gotta do this shit? We go through YouTube.
But do you feel like, because black people, it always feels like us as black people, we hold ourselves to a whole different standard than anybody else.
We're more secular than we are monolithic. It just is what it is. Every black person is so individualized that we all can come to the same conclusion, but that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because why am I being held to this? If anything, you should be giving me money. Because I'm not the one bash you and trash you. I'm one coming from understanding.
Right.
I'm coming out of love from anger that was created from something that had nothing to do with me. I could take so many stories and flip them in reverse and make people hate people. Right. Just because they're going off of what I'm saying. Right. But no, I take my money and I give it to homeless people. I give it to people that's like me. That was one of my nicknames at first was Moses of the homeless because I was with them. You see what I'm saying? I go to Walmart, we in there doing just like that. Like on my channel, bro, we give away money. I'm giving away Xbox and the PlayStation. You know why? Because when I was a youngin', I had a little homie, his dad told me this, I don't want him to be nothing like you. That's why he in the house playing video games. Youngin' never was nothing like me. He doing computer stuff. He did his, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard.
But I respected it too though. His dad, His dad would have parked me though. He'd have sat me down. He definitely would have squabbled me. But he told me, I don't want him hanging out with y'all. He don't even be nothing like y'all. I know he's safe in this house. I said, damn, all right.
That's correct. Man, one of the other cases that you, I don't know, were you the one that to break the Lil Woody?
Yeah.
The Lil Woody video that dropped? Now, that was the most iconic. That was one of the most iconic videos when it first came out. What was the reaction that you got when that, and I'm surprised that didn't hit like 10 million.
Because YouTube suppresses black content creators. That's why.
That's a fact.
That's true.
That's a big fact. I know that for a fact.
YouTube definitely suppresses content creators, and you have to always hit up the YouTube team that you have,
right,
and voice your frustrations, and then it goes up.
Right.
That's what just happened last week. That's why all my videos was hitting 200,000, 250,000, 100,000, stuff like that. We just jumped up 14,000 subscribers in a week. I've been preaching the same message. I've been more concise with other videos and give out way more game. But nah. What was the question about that?
When that Lil Woody video dropped, what was the reaction?
Crazy. I had so many big platforms inboxing me. I'm just like, oh, all right. Because at first, I didn't even care. I just dropped it. I'm like, here you go. Boom. Then the comments went crazy. Comments like this, that, this, that, this, that. There's a story behind that video. I can't really drop it, but
because I know that the big question was, how did he get the video out of everybody in the world that could have got the video?
Hey, you know what's crazy? They had there was a debate of which lawyer group dropped it and all this crap. Even I'll tell you how cold Fonnie Willis is. When I went to the trial, the police told Thug family that she basically make me work for her. I'm like, what? It was like, yeah, that's the plant right there from Fonnie Willis. I'm like, hell nah. So when I'm sitting there, I'm number cold shoulders. I'm like, what the hell? I had Yak Gotti mama sit there. She looked at me and was like, and I'm like,
oh, so you had to face the tension in real life.
Yeah, but here's the crazy part. Miss Love ass too. She looked back. Cats don't know, but I hired a lawyer before I went in there. I thought I was going to jail.
Why? Because you dropped the
I dropped that video.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? I can't say how I got it, but how people think I got it, nobody knows. Every story that came out about how I got it,
false.
All of them false. You won't even know how I got that video. And even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. I promise you, you just wouldn't. But yeah, hell nah. That video, when I dropped it, it went crazy. It went haywire. And I ain't gonna hold you. Bruh. Long Crime dropped the same video, by the way. That 10 million, they did that. But YouTube wouldn't demonetize them for reposting. They'll do it to us, though. You know, I took a clip of something I was talking about on No Jumper. No fault on No Jumper. But I put it up there, and they just said reuse content. Long Crime didn't reuse content. No problem right there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, YouTube be on that.
On that straight BS.
So the funny part about that, right, is that you end up linking up with Woody.
Yeah.
So how did that all? Because I would imagine that did irreparable damage to his career, right? So how did y'all get past that?
He definitely did not like that it was out there. He hit me up on Instagram and started talking heavy shit. But you don't know who you're talking to. I got the word monster inscribed in my arm for a reason. So while he talking, I said, it's a line. I said, nigga, I'm on everything you want. And then some. I said, nigga, I'm with all that. I said, the problem with you is you can't do what I can do. I could put an AR-15 on my back and this level 4 vest and walk through anywhere in Atlanta and dare any nigga to test me. I promise you. I'm really like that. So we just clashing back and forth. And the more I start hearing him, I said, nigga, shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up. The fuck up, nigga. You telling me you'll take yourself away from your daughters to prove what? You know the fuck you talking to, nigga? Click. Call back. They just had a man-to-man. And then there's certain things that can't be said on camera,
right,
to where everything you see ain't real. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I got calls, I ain't gonna lie, hanging out with Woody and everything like that. I had homies, you know, diss me and everything like that. So I got to go get in their face about everything like that. But we just gonna put it this way: everything you see ain't real as far as that trial go. And
that makes a lot of sense. They play chess, basically.
Basically. So, you know.
Yeah, but see, that was the other thing, right? It felt like that. But us watching it, we were like, wait a minute. It feels like that, right? And so I was gonna say, you know, now that you see Woody, right? You see him doing some positive things. We see him, you know, kind of talking to the kids, getting them out of it, right? And I love to see that type of content. Why do you think that we don't embrace that?
I'm gonna be honest with it, because you're not seeing the finished product yet. That's the level of microwave society that we're at. The question you asked of Woody, how we got cool, my brother got shot in the head. That's my second dead sibling getting shot in the head, unfortunately. My sister went first. I was in Puerto Rico and my brother got killed. I said, I'm gonna make the city cry. I meant that 100%. I was for surely about to go off, but you know, God be intervening and stuff like that. When I went back, I had strep throat. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't breathe. I'm out of energy and stuff like that. I couldn't do anything if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And I was scheduled to go to the city after that. But Woody called me, and it wasn't no sorry for your loss, no nothing like that and everything. He said, don't crash out. He said, don't crash out. Nigga, same shit you told me. Don't crash out. I didn't say no, nigga, RIP, nothing, no, nigga. No, nigga. Go live for it. Go crash. Don't. He's the same shit. He's like, big bro, don't crash out. I said, I feel like Kevin Gates down there, like, all right, I ain't gonna do it. It's still in my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I still battle with it like daily, you know what I'm saying? Because it's my little brother and he wasn't on no BS. Like, you know, Kels was playing peacemaker. He was trying to diffuse stuff and everything like that. You know, it's still stuff going on, so I can't really say it, but my brother wasn't in the wrong. I could say my brother was overly thugging, and this is the case, and this is what happens. This is what happened in this game that we play. It's contact sport out here. You bound to get hit. You're not going to score a touchdown every time. But, you know, with that, I was just like, all right, bro, cool. You know what I'm saying? And I never asked him for nothing. You know what I mean? I never like, hey, what do you think? You know, this, and that. Because one of the things that people didn't notice, that live stream that we did, I played that. I'm like, hey, look, this is what we gonna do. Boom. As soon as we did that, Woody took off. The whole thing. Because now we love the violent person that learns how to conquer their demons. The perfect saying is, you don't know the level of hell it took to get this peaceful. The wars that it took to become this peaceful. It's better to be that warrior in the garden. And buddy in his garden right now. You get what I'm saying? He at church every Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I hear him. I hear him talking about that.
Every Sunday. I already talked about, I say he's gonna end up being a pastor. Guaranteed. He gonna end up being a pastor. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. But right now, you know, you gotta bag chase, you gotta get it. But even though what that, you know, the interrogation tape, but if he was out here thugging, I wouldn't be around him. I ain't gonna lie. If he wasn't how he is now with the kids and the youth and stuff like that and bringing joyous comedic views to people and stuff like that, wasn't charismatic. If he was on BS and trying to thug out, I wouldn't even be around him. Because now you hustling backwards.
But did that kind of show you something, right? Because he was, quote unquote, the world deemed him a snitch, right? Mm-hmm. But it seemed like his personality overcame all of that shit. Like the world still fell in love with him regardless of what went on. What did that tell you about the world, if anything? Let's
just say, all right, he is snitch. What did he do afterwards? He teaching kids not to go in his path.
Straight up.
So even if he broke code, he's still working on making sure that these kids respect and love him. He done bought these kids stuff to make sure, hey, remember this moment in life. You get what I'm saying? It's not like he told it and came home and started wrecking stuff. Let's say he told, all right, but it's not like what he owned is the BS.
Right.
When he come around, these cats, they smiling, he dancing and all that and, you know, all this stuff. And he ain't discriminating against nobody. It's not like he got a bunch of fine ass women around him. He got regular aunties, regular ladies around him. You get what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Life of the party. So, what now? You know what I'm saying? Like, he not on that BS. He trying to help the youth not become who he was, because in the streets before all that BS, he was on that. His FBI's most wanted. You niggas wasn't cracking like that. Y'all wasn't sliding. Y'all wasn't shooting nothing. Cop flat out told me, I swear to God, I'm in Lennox Square. Cop told me flat out, he said, man, he was like John Wick with that gun. Right-handed God. He said, bro, when he shot that gun from the dudes that sit on him with the baby in his arms, and that was the thing, so all the street code and stuff like that, when you're shooting at somebody with a kid in their hands, there is no rules anymore. There's none. It's what is it called? Inter einem Silent Legis. No, Inter einem Silent Legis, meaning in times of war, the law falls silent. We don't have law anymore.
Right.
When you shoot at somebody with a baby in their arms. You can do anything now.
They shot at Woody with what he
they shot at Woody with a baby in his arms.
Oh, that's crazy.
They don't tell that part right there. So I don't care. Like, bro, look, it is what it is.
Let me ask you this. When it comes to the snitch culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll take the situation with the 5-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you want to get somebody like that? Like, there should be some level of, hey, bro, there should be some kind of code where it's like, nah, nigga, y'all gotta make him turn himself in or something. Like,
because we like street justice. We love street justice. We want to handle it ourselves. We got so much anger that we want to kill him. It just is what it is. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's people who, like Vlad asked this question to people. He asked it like when Cam had asked it. Cam got asked by Bill O'Reilly, like, oh, what would you do if you stayed to somebody who was a mass murderer and stuff like that, and you knew who it was? I call the families. That's their choice. I'm not finna call no police. I'm calling the families. Hey, this the dude over here who killed your niece. What y'all want to do? There you go. Y'all handle that. I don't want to make that decision for you. So that's how I would look at stuff like that. So majority of black people, and this is something that everybody need to know, ain't out here gangbanging. It's a small percentage. It's a very small freaking percentage. Just because you know the streets and you from the streets does not mean you're doing stuff that the streets need you to do as far as illicit activities. It's one of the dumbest things that we have. Black men are middle class men by the majority. Majority of black men don't even have kids. You see what I'm saying? So it's this BS stereotypes that we keep on getting because we letting these dumbasses paint our illustrations. That's why you got to subscribe to channels like this. So literally, you don't get the same bullshit image that they try to do. If it bleeds, it leads. And who's the most dangerous people on earth? The black people. They'll tell you some stupid shit like, oh, Africans were catching Africans with slavery and stuff like that. So that's their justification for the bullshit. Like Africa's a city. So if Canadians were capturing Mexicans and selling them off for slavery, we're all Americans, we're all in America, right? It's the same shit. The same exact shit. Y'all wouldn't say it then. So this is the dumb stuff that they do. They paint us to hate us so that way when we do it, we get excoriated by our own instead of saying, how do we stop this from happening? I used to like asking people, how do we get rid of jails? The dumbest people would always say, you can't get rid of jails? No. Really? Any victim of violence when they was a youngin', if they're not shown the right way, they'll go commit more violence because they weren't protected. They felt alone.
Right.
They never want to feel alone again. That's how it goes. So how do we save the next youth? How do we save them? How do we do this? How do we kick them goddamn tablets out their hands? How do we get them to the very next level? And it's going to take the men to come back into the homes. Just is what it is. Just got to be responsible with your dick.
Man, that's real shit, bro. Because when you see like an Anthony Edwards situation, right? That shit is crazy to me when it's like what they was talking about. You could be Anthony Edwards or DDG. Either way, they dehumanize the black man. What do you feel about like, you talking about the black man not being in the house? I do feel like that is a real problem. I feel like, we talk about the woman a lot, but we never really hold the men accountable for the shit that we be doing. We leave a lot of babies in the streets, bro, and it's really fucked up. Niggas ain't taking care of their kids. They doing a lot, like,
because we don't praise the squares. We don't praise the squares because we're still not elevated in the mind to not praise the warrior, but to praise the people who are the sheep herders, to praise the people who are the gardeners. We're so enthralled by the warriors still. That's what the gangbangers are. That's what the people in jail are looked at as the warriors. Women love a nigga that smack the shit out you because she feel disrespected. Women love a nigga that'll shoot the fuck out you because she feel disrespected. You a stupid motherfucker. Because now we gonna sit up here, go to war about some pussy that when you go to jail in about 10 years, getting the shit fucked out of her, she living her life. You see what I'm saying? I lost a cousin that same way. Stepped in. LA, just stepped in. Stopped some BS from happening. Dude killed him. That woman don't talk to my family. Don't even know who the bitch is. But my cousin died behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we criticize the woman so heavy is because she opened that wound up. She opened that womb up. That's what it is. You know, we take, they give. That's what that is. And men have been criticized. We've already been painted as everything. We call super predators. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't be called so many terrible ass names that they forget while all of this mass incarceration was going on, it wasn't the masses of us. Right. It was a small group, but we ran with the narrative. We painted the illustration that they allowed us to paint. So we had to kind of get on the women because we're trying to switch the attraction switch. That's why you have to. Hey, lady, don't fall in love with this nigga with this gold chain and these flashy ass diamonds and all this stuff. Like, no, because these ladies don't understand what a quote unquote real man is because they never had one in the house. They don't know, like I say, the Trinity. They don't know the difference between a boy, a dude, and a man. So the boys is the ones that's out here that's ostentatious, that's the bling bling and everything. It's me, 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 me. Ladies, hey, he's telling you, it's me. It's all about me. It ain't gonna be nothing about you. It's all about me. That's it. Hey, he come in, he lay pipe, he do this, he get up out of here, he stay in your spot. It only benefits him. Then you got the dudes. These is the 9 to 5s. These are the guys that's the workers. These are the guys who's not going to grow in life because what people fail to realize and all these dumbass brides about managers and stuff like that. The manager is on call 24/7 and he's only being paid about $10,000 more. That guy right there with the 9 to 5, he gets to plan his life. He gets to plan his weekend. He gets to enjoy life way better. Somebody break into that store, goddamn 3 a.m. in the morning, no matter what time. The manager got to get up. The manager got to go do everything. It's a major layoffs. Manager's going. They're inserting somebody else. That type of stuff. Like, it's stupid. Like, remember when the Brad was talking about Buddy with the bus driver and everything like that?
Yep.
These transportation companies are failing, but the bus driver can go to a whole entire new company. His income still keep going. He ain't faced with the backlash of financial burden. You don't know what debt that damn dude who's making that money because you got to give it to get it. So, you know, and then you have the men. That's the dudes who protect, provide, lead, and pray. You got to pray. And I don't mean just getting God, this guy. I mean pray every single day that you on your stuff. So, yeah, I said that wrong. Protect, provide, and prove it, and then pray. Because you have to prove everything you said. Ladies, make sure he proving it. It ain't enough for a nigga to say nothing. Anybody can sweet talk and everything like that. We know how to get a woman to give us what we want. Because we done had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
But the men, niggas just want to admit shit. Like, man, a lot of men out here fractured, hurt. Ain't articulate enough to speak it. Not thoughtful enough to think it. They're too private to admit it. Right. That they hurt. Tell my homies all the time, bro, go out there and love a woman. Fuck wrong with you?
Nah, for real.
What's wrong with you,
yeah, what's wrong with you, bro?
Bro, hey, you had your wedding, bro. I'm telling you, it looked good on you, homie. The suit looked better on you. It just do. Like, the hell wrong with y'all? But they won't admit they hurt. A lot of these fellas will not admit. They're afraid of being alone, so they'll get another woman on the side because they waiting on you to find a flaw and then leave. That's what they looking at. They won't even invest.
So they project it.
Every single time. Majority of these dudes who cheat on these women are scared of being alone. But they can't say it because they so afraid that, oh, she'll get on the internet and say, I'm afraid of being alone. She just hyped you up. You don't even know it, dumbass. Because what the woman gonna say? Oh, let me come love on him the right way. Let me feed him. Let me give it to his soul and everything like that. Let me do that right there. They so fucking scared and it's disastrous to them. Why won't you love a woman, bro? She can give you everything. And then some. And the reason why you can grow with a woman is because you got to come home and prove this shit every day. You got to prove it. You get these badass women and stuff like that. Bro, you're not finna go off and do all this shit. All of us ain't Future. Hell nah.
So, man, like, you know, do you feel like the black family is declining as a whole?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's declining because we don't trust. We do not trust. We don't.
That's true. You know, it's so funny. I heard it was a podcast where a guy was talking about how he's married to his wife, but he doesn't trust her. And I just thought that was interesting. I was like, damn, a lot of people are probably in that same scenario where they don't 100% trust the woman that they're with. They feel like if they go broke, she gonna leave, but they're just with them because they love them, but they don't trust them. So how is that we're able to do that?
Because afraid of being alone. You know, we've all been, every man watching this has always gotten to a point where nobody was coming. Nobody was coming, man. It's just been lonely. And you go in and you hurt and you're going to disappear. We've all had a level. Every man watching this has always had a level of disappearance. We got away. We can be standing in front of everybody and being alone in front of every freaking body and understanding to ourselves that, hey, nobody see me. Nobody sees me. Every man has felt this level of, when is it going to be about me? When? It's not nothing for me to go over there, help this person. It's not nothing for me to go build this with somebody. It's not nothing for me to be there with somebody. That's why they say, oh, I got my cousin right here or my brother. He take care of this, he take care of that. But do you take care of him? You ever checked in? You ever have a real conversation with him and beat those barriers that, now how you doing, man? Mentally, like, how you feeling? No, I get it. No. Not the accolades, not the bullshit you do. How you feeling? Like, where you at? How your island looking? Like, what's going on in your mental right now, bro? Like, how can I help you grow? How can I do this? Like, when people always talk about save the black community, save your brother. That's all. It starts right there. Right there. One person. Save that dude on the side of you right there. You don't got a brother? Save your cousin. You don't got a cousin? Save your best friend. Y'all start something. Start holding each other accountable to certain things. This is why them, like, men groups, shit works. We lead in offering ourselves. That 45 to 60 range, that's led by men and a majority. You see what I'm saying? Because we realize we get to the end, they don't love me like that. They just love what I do. They don't love me. They don't hear me. I'm a fish in the water screaming. You cannot hear my cries at all. It's just that stuff right there that's impacting us so bad. I've watched so many people. I've had people take their lives like as young as youth and even homies and stuff like that. And we all get frustrated and angered because we feel like they should have came and talked to us. Everybody got an experience of somebody taking themselves away. And we all blame each other because death is something that happens to everybody. It's not just the person who dies. It's the effect that you leave on every single person. And that's just what it is, bro. It's sad, but you know, that's life as it is. And people got to open up, man. Like, and I mean, not open up the tears, the crying and stuff. People got to open up and let people know, I'm here if you need me to talk. Now, don't sit up there and give them money and all that shit. You know, nah. Hell nah. A crying ass ear be a begging ass heart too. So nah. We don't want to do none of that. But just hear your people out, man. Have them real conversations, them uncomfortable conversations. You know, ask your homie, what do you want to be in life? And then stop him once he get done. Well, what you doing right now? Do you expect to be what the hell you just said? With all the bullshit you got going on, do you expect it? Because you can tell me everything you want to, but I'm going to judge you off what you do. That's why, you know, bear the tree from the fruit that it bear. You know, that type of shit. Even though I said it wrong, I'm always going to mess up these quotes.
He said, but I got him though.
Yeah, they going to fix it, say that, you know, you wrong.
Nash, goddamn that. Now, I got to ask this. You know, you covered a lot of wide range of cases, right? Mm-hmm. What is something about the legal system that you found out or did not know or was just shocked by after covering some of these cases?
We're all victims of propaganda. I like to say propaganda. I don't know why. I just like saying it that way. But we're all victims of propaganda. When you were watching the YSL case, right? How many of this stuff was really tied to Jeffrey Williams? Did it look structured? Did it look like what they said? This woman out of her mouth said responsible for over 100 shootings. Wasn't no more than 6. These things that are just played up in our faces, just all this crap that just gets blown up, and you're thinking to yourselves, damn, these are some evil people. This is a young thug right here. He proving it. This is why the rappers wasn't going at them like that, what everybody was saying and stuff like that when he was doing the crazy stuff to break the industry and stuff like that. No, he did that stuff because y'all was paying attention now. Now I got your eyeballs. If I do this one thing, I'm going to do it another way. So the system, honestly, I'm going to be fair with y'all. If y'all watch this, please, 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 please record this. If you get pulled over for a traffic infraction, nobody in that car needs to give the police an ID. It's not a Terry stop. This is straight up law. There's 3 cases to cite. I should just pull it up real quick.
Yeah, let's get it there. Yeah, let's give them some knowledge, man. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Yeah, we speaking life to our brothers today, man. Don't get caught up.
So basically, all black people, black, brown, whatever, it is what it is. When y'all get pulled over, it's a regular traffic stop. So it's a 2019 case where it's dude named Landros, right? 9th Circuit Court of Appeals. So this is where it gets federal. You don't have to give your ID. There's another one. Y'all don't need to hire lawyers for this. It's called Brown versus Texas, was decided in 1979, and Heibel versus 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada. This stuff right here is what you need to know so these police can stop messing with y'all. You ran a stop sign. You did not commit a crime. It's a traffic infraction. It's not the freaking same, bro. When I learned this, I've damn near lost my mind because what you don't know can kill you. There's too many times where people are so dumb to things. By the way, you get pulled over, you do have to get out the car. The driver got to get out. Everybody else, no. So that's right there, Supreme Court. You're going to lose that one. Driving is actually a privilege. It is not a right. It's a privilege. People got to understand that. I know all you cats with it, well, I'm not this, I'm that, I'm a Moor and all this stuff. Cool, you're in the United States of America, bro. It's under Geneva Code with driving. Go look it up. It just is what it is.
Man, so one of the cases that I wanted you to touch on, right, was the Big Meech case, right?
Yeah.
So it's been going back and forth. Did he snitch? Did he not snitch? Tammy Cohen, did he help do a third party collaboration? Like it's so much misinformation out there. What did you see when you looked at it?
I'm not seeing Big Meech as a snitch. I'm just not. Basically, he would have to give up somebody bigger than him. People don't understand this. Cuffy ain't bigger than him. It just is what it is. And while they talking about Tammy, all of these cats was after her. Cuffy had her in the car too. He was trying to hit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He done told multiple stories and stuff like that too. You get what I mean? So his first interviews and stuff like that, he was rocking with Tammy. Then he hated Tammy. Then he rocking with Tammy. If a person is supposed to be an informant, first job, don't get caught. That's what it's supposed to be. So how you cats keep on doing this and operating with her, y'all was all trying to manipulate the system. If I'm sleeping with a cop, I already know this was going to happen. Prime example. There's a cat out there right now, law enforcement, that is smashing some bride and running his mouth. I knew a week before Young Thug and everybody got wrapped with the Rico. I knew this a week before from abroad. You feel what I'm saying? So if we all know this, what else should you notice? You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, nah, he's not no snitch, but it make for good story. Because, hey, why was you with this bride? But these are some hillbilly ass niggas down there. Y'all ain't had nothing that look like that. Y'all haven't had anything that looked like that at all. So yeah, if everybody want to talk, then talk. But tell the truth. This is what y'all think. Buddy had a snitch. I've seen nothing that shows that he is snitch. His brother got out earlier than he did because he was a health liability.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right? So what the hell is the purpose of damn near serving 20 years just to come home and be labeled a snitch?
And I was gonna say, it seemed like they try to ruin his legacy right out the gate. Why do you feel like is it okay to just keep throwing this name around? Like they throw the snitch word around like it's cool.
Because the last generation has to be the coldest generation to do it, and the next generation has to be the coldest to do it. So it's competition based. Like I can remember in the 90s being told about, oh, well, this person was solid. They didn't do this, they didn't do that about snitching. But then we got New Jack City. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Then we got Fat Cat and all them. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Alpo and all them. Y'all had snitches too. It just is this is a part of it. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. It just is what it is. Man, you gonna get snitched on.
Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's everybody gonna tell. They gonna tell their part. Technically, everybody who took a plea deal technically told. Because you told on yourself. You get what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that is in the air about it. But no, I don't believe Big Meech is a snitch because it doesn't make sense. Them niggas wasn't pushing enough weight like that. There's cats in real big cities that's pushing way more weight than that. Nigga, you wasn't big like that, but they painted the picture like that. But that man ego got the best of him. BMF is the world. What the fuck runs the world? Whatever the hell he had. Like, bro, hell nah. Y'all stupid. He just was in love with his image. But it is what it is. He got to fight that battle, not me.
The Diddy's case, man. Is there anything actually criminal? Do you feel like that's gonna stick?
His lawyer drove an appeal that was profound because it was secular. It's as a whole, it's not true, but in that court in particular, it is. They cited ain't no white person ever been hit with these charges in this district, and then they cited certain people who been hit and everything like that, and nothing happened to them. But what's going to end up happening, mark my words, the first cooperator is going to be Karuchi. I'm crying. Not her. Cassie.
You just threw her in the mix.
My bad, Karuchi. You got nothing to do with it. I'm about to get that inbox. She finna swap with me. Not Karuchi. My bad. I was just looking at your pictures. I like your glow up. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
No. Cassie. I'm sorry. Cassie is cooperator number 1. This is what it is. Other co-conspirators that's cooperators is them 2 stripper dudes, them 2 male escorts. They gonna be testifying. Watch, it's gonna be 2 men talking extra spicy. I'm gonna have to be in there like this because I ain't trying to hear none of that. So he got people on the case, but they're on the case because of other crimes that they committed. So is he gonna do some time? Yeah. But is it finna be the end of him? No. He's probably gonna get found guilty of some BS and do like 4 to 6 years, and that's gonna be that. He'll come home and do his gospel redemption like they always do because we're all sinners in the eyes of the Lord. Speak your repentance and your soul shall be saved.
What is your what is your prediction on Lil Durk's case?
It's Drew Finland. Drew Finland ain't losing.
He gonna beat.
Durk coming home, bro. That BS that they tried, bro, is crazy. But it's even crazier because some of the stuff that they said we've been taught to do. Hey, you got a company, use your company card to pay for this stuff. Don't use actual whatever the hell, use the company card. Durk signed a $40 million deal. Yeah, let some of my best friends use this card. You get what I'm saying? If my homie say something wild, and this is like something that like just had me the other day just happened, where there was some BS with like a certain name and it was attached to me. And I'm like, hey, change that, bro. Don't put that on there. Because one of you niggas go to jail and y'all say something in this text. I'm not even reading this stuff. Y'all just made me a co-conspirator. This is conspiracy now. You get what I'm saying? So change this and change that. Like them text message groups. If y'all got a text message group that say like killers, but you're really talking like paintball or something like that, or you know what I'm saying?
Get me out of there. Leave the chat.
You get what I'm saying? Like, be mindful of the people that you hang out with and the words that you say, because they will say, well, why didn't you say, hey, that's not supposed to happen. Don't do that. I'm going to call the police. Like, I wasn't even reading this shit. Like, I never said anything.
That's crazy. Do you feel like the reason the rap game has changed so much is that the street cats are actually living what they rapping about?
Yeah.
What percentage would you put on the artists that you feel are really living their life?
The majority. They doing stupid shit in their hood. And then the people that surround them see, what they don't see is what the police see. The police don't see you. They see everybody around you. Then when they start tapping phones and cats is bragging about what they did and you geeking and gawking and everything like that, you the head honcho. Majority of these cats, when they in these trenches, they got all these guns and all that. They real. It is what it is. It wasn't supposed to be like that though. It was never supposed to be like that. The best storytellers are the ones who watch. And then said, I mean, shit, Ice Cube, he didn't come out and say he from the hundreds, but shit, it's treacherous over there. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't in it, but he was around it. You don't have to walk the streets to know the streets is there. It's just stupid stuff like that. But these cats don't understand that violent lifestyle you're trying to portray always going to portray to the media, but it's going to portray to a grand jury too. And now everything you say will and can be used against you, but you don't have to worry about that can word. That can word is there to throw you off. It will be used against you. You can believe that. You can bust your ass with that one. I don't care how many laws they pass. Every rap, whatever, in California, same thing. Oh, we got this rap lyric stuff. If you got a rap lyric that say, I shot Lil Johnny, and you actually shot Lil Johnny, it's being brought to court. They ain't throwing that shit out. What are you talking about? That's premeditated. So, yeah, I don't understand what's so cool about making money and going to jail and going to prison. What's so cool about this shit? Like, y'all got what y'all need. It feel better, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It feel better when sometimes I walk around like artists and stuff like that, and they got real security. I'm talking everything they tote got 2 arms and a vest. Bro, I damn near feel untouchable. If I'm walking around with a bunch of thugs and shit, bro, I'm a liability now. I'm literally gonna have to make sure my people don't crash out and do nothing. I'm the one that they gonna sue. Ceddy Nash. Yeah, you got 10 people with you. 9 of them whooped ass and the other dude was pushing you back. So it looked like you got something to do with it. Damn, bro, what I gotta pay now? Now I gotta pay for the homie shit because, if I don't, then why was the homies even there, nigga? You knew what was supposed to happen. Nigga, we supposed to protect you. You get what I'm saying? That's why, I don't beef on the net with none of these cats because I real life be with people who will break your whole fucking jaw just because what I represent to them. It ain't even me. It's my image of what it looked like to everybody else. They will whoop your ass behind me. And I ain't even tell them to do it. I never tell them to do it. Like, bro, hey, let's leave this alone, bro. Hell nah. We came here for the house. We ain't come here for the bros.
And you already as big as a security guard, nigga. So that's 2 niggas that get on your head. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You talk a lot about what we need to do to improve our communities. What do you think is the actual solution? Or what are some of the solutions that you feel?
I'm gonna rubbing that damn eye. They finna be on my ass about that. We gotta learn how to be aware. You gotta learn, especially as men, some of the best ways that you lead is just through doing and then noticing your kids and stuff. And I can recall, because it's always about the next generation. We already here. We're already stuck in our ways. You know what I'm saying? We're already dogmatic to the shit that we on. Only time we're going to change is when we want to change it. Nothing changes unless something changes kind of thing. That's a big catalyst for that. But we all start noticing our kids. These kids is fucked up. Real life, they get shown so much shit. I don't think people understand how their brains process death, bullshit, and stresses to become something that more than likely they're not going to become. So they don't get to find their lane, bro. I know when I was a youngin', I remember when my friend had basically passed, right? And parents, nobody noticed. You know what I'm saying? Nobody noticed. The thing that happened was we had a kid, a youngin' too. I was like 6th grade. They're 8 years old, 9 years old, but we didn't have money growing up, right? We used to have my grandma, packed house, pops in the feds, you feel me? Mom trying to figure out ways to get it and everything like that, but she got a monkey in her back because she was gang banging too. You get what I'm saying? My family is gang bangers, real life bangers, not just members. So, you got that going on. But I just recall the little homie Alejandro and where he lost his life. And basically what happened was his pops came home. He Mexican, like old school. He from Jalisco. And normally how they structured is the mom cooks the meals. You know what I'm saying? Every time he come home, it's, it smells, that all right, cool. This my heaven right here. That's every man's thing. Come home to a nice cooked meal, baby. I'll build you a house.
Right.
So he get home one day and the smells ain't even there. He kind of like feels something is off. And the way that their house is set up is when you walk in, to the left is the rooms, like a bathroom and stuff like that. But they had this little barrier. It's like a small barrier. So he walks through and then turns that right kitchen table. And he started looking like, he started to notice like, something's off here. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And
look at the pots, pans, nothing's cooking. Starts walking through, start calling his wife because her car is there. So, why ain't nobody saying anything? Checks the bathroom, nothing. Goes down to the next room, which is Alejandro's room, opens the door, but it's kind of like a little heavy to push the door. And right there on the ground is Alejandro with his brains knocked out. And he starts screaming. Slowly turns around, that door creaks back. His wife right there hanging. Alejandro's mama took his life, bashed her son's head in with a hammer. And that's when I seen a man's soul leave his body. The dad came to the school to try to fill a void that he could never fill. He died years later. I call it a broken heart. But, nobody knew the kids like me that were affected behind that. Because this rat race that we always in, it's always get up, go, go, go. You get what I'm saying? And you don't notice this stuff. Like when my kids, when they was younger, when they would talk to me, I would stoop down to their level. You get what I'm saying? Just so they knew that I was watching them, that I was here. I stop everything I'm doing. So this is what parents need to do. Your kids still need to be protected in every single thing. And allow your kids some grace to just say certain things. We from an era where if you say this, mama smack the shit out you. Daddy'll beat your ass. But you more than likely had times where you was a kid and you wanted to say something, but you was too afraid of the backlash.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if you would have had a chance to say it, your trust and strength within your family would have been stronger. You'd have felt more protected because a lot of these people, they don't get it. When you don't hold your word, like when you make promises to your kids and you don't do certain things, but it's bad. It's bad when your kid come home with good grades and, oh, good job. No, talk to your kid about their behavior. If you reward your kids, don't just reward them with like some video games and cookies. Step it up. Make it more drawn out. My kid come home with good grades for their report card. All right, I'll get you this right here. But the next time, make it better. You get what I'm saying? Make it that much better and make it more attainable. So, hey, for the semester right here, let's do the whole entire year go good and we're going to do this right here. Because that's how life does us anyways. You get what I'm saying? So, it's just stuff like that where we're not noticing our children, and we have to, because if we don't, they're going to seek that attention from somewhere. And where they go, they don't know what they're doing. So they don't know what people are sitting here trying to persuade them into doing stuff that they would never do. A lot of the toughest gang members, gang bangers, or street dudes only became tough because the nigga in front of them was afraid to do it. The cat that was leading them, that was lying, talking about all the stuff he did, he never did that. But you did it. That make you tough now. And since you up under him, that mean he did it. There's stories of cats in jail that, bro, when they go in there, they get their soup snatched, they commissary snatched from big homies and all that, because the system is failed. Even the structure within gangs and stuff is failed, bro. It's a bad cycle. It's the blind leading the blind. But the worst is that the biggest beggars are sometimes the big homies. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't got shit. You got something. So they gonna feel like, you owe us, you this, you that, you this, you that, you popping. Like me, I don't hang out with everybody. I don't kick with everybody. I refuse. I was never like that. Ever. I kept my circle smaller than a dot, like they say. But it is what it is on that one.
Jim Jones he kind of went viral on the Breakfast Club talking about gangs. gangs, right? And he was basically trying to say, man, just because you're a gang member does not mean you're a criminal. People get that confused. Can you break that down? What he's trying to say?
The majority of us get caught, but there's still a minority who don't. I'm walking around with no felonies. I caught my felony at 15, assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of assault. But I've never been a weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? So probation was easy. I know how to stay out of trouble. It made me sharper. But the gangs originally were not created for that. The problem with it is the Crips, Bloods, the Power Rules, and all that stuff and everything like that, they were created by kids. Because these kids is tired of
15 years old, right? They was 15 years old at the time. Yep.
They tired of the police and regular civilians harming their community. It's called the spook hunters. You get what I'm saying? They was tired of that. So it's kids, but kids are so filled with testosterone and all this stuff and everything like that. It was bound to clash. But gangs, it's not illegal to be in a gang, by the way. I just want people to know that. It's illegal to be in a criminal enterprise. That's the part.
Right.
So kids and people want a sense of belonging. When we talked about the Trump stuff, right? Trump had his tribe set. This is what we own. You knew clearly what they were doing, clearly where they stood on things, and that's what it is. Over on the other side, everything. You want to identify as a cookie. You're good to go. Oh, you want to get rid of everybody's guns. All right, cool. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, this is right here. So, Jim Jones is right, though. That's the worst part about it. He's right. 100% right. And nobody wants to admit it because he got that gray. He seems like he's out of touch, but grays is supposed to be a form of sagacity. It means you've been through something. You have something to say. They don't want to hear it because they think that you're out of touch. Like you can't work this computer the same way they do. You making money off yours. They ain't doing that shit. I make money off my phone. All my YouTube videos are done on a phone. I made more money off my phone than what I paid for it. Yeah. It's called an investment.
There you go. So where do you think the switch happened? And why do you think, like when I think of like Nipsey Hussle, I feel like you look at him and I feel like he sets a great example of what the Crip, you know what I'm saying? Like he was doing it the right way. But then you see, I know y'all see the clown behavior and some of the things that some of the people put as far as the gang culture in the atmosphere. Why does that never go checked? Like, why do they allow that to go to where it sets a bad precedence of what y'all represent?
Because when you say Nipsey Hussle, you don't automatically associate yourself with gangbang.
But you don't. But we all knew that he was that. But he was like when you see a nigga in a suit and you say, man, he's put together. He's well put together. He was so well put together. He was a good representation of it.
Because Nip's mind is like a computer.
Right.
If you ever notice when he would answer a question, he'd sit, process it, because he understood the look that it was going to give. You get what I'm saying? He understood what he was saying before he had to say it because he knew he had to be impactful. Automatically, you don't want to come off stupid. Sexy is intelligence, ladies. Get them intelligent cats. Trying to told y'all, get married in college. Get in college, marry them cats there. That's what sex is. But the other people, they smart in their own mind. Just people ain't catching it. You see what I'm saying? They know how to game the system, but nobody's catching it because they so caught up in the hoopla. They have greatness, but they know greatness with the debauchery because greatness forces you to have an opinion. We're good to just say, all right, that's just standard. That's all right. That's nice. Greatness will make you say, hell no, or hell yeah. And then get vocal about it. With Nip was already thinking. Man, look at this. Look at what we got going, bro. Look at these houses we got in the hood. If we would have bought one of these, that's generational wealth right there. That's why I don't understand like how people are so stupid behind this DEI shit. Bro, do you know if your mama was a banker, your loan for that house is much better. That's a stable job. That's 30, 40 years. That's a house. When your mama died with that house right there, it just appraised the value. That house just went from $400,000 to $1 million. Y'all just got $1 million based off what your mama got. That stuff right there, that matters. And they're not listening because they're so caught up once again in that rat race. But as far as the gangbanging stuff and making it look good, you always gonna have people that's gonna show a different light. It just is what it is. For every great preacher you'll have a Jim Baker. You feel me? Like Creflo Dollar and all these stuff. You'll have that because everybody ain't the same. Like, who knows what hidden motives they have? You get what I'm saying? I have hidden motives when I go back to LA, I abduct my own homies every time. But we go on a media run. My hidden motive is, bruh, one of y'all gonna replace me one of these days. One of y'all gonna be bigger than me. Let me figure that part out. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might take off and be bigger than everybody else, but who can I make the next me? Maybe you don't get on YouTube and do anything. Maybe you got the next clothing brand and stuff like that, Like my homie with the Slots and Donuts shut up, Brown Nurse Baby. You get what I'm saying? Just these things like that, where nobody is sitting here and trying to figure it out because they already created a map, but they ain't explored nothing. But they're telling you, here's a treasure, but you ain't explored shit. So just this gangbanging shit in particular, Nip made it look good because Nip studied. Nip was in books. Nip understood way more. Other cats, they studied, but they understood when you go viral, that's money. Who gives a damn how you go viral?
Right.
Nobody care how you go viral at all. Just get there. You figure the rest out later. So that's everybody's niche right now. But how do I go viral? I can go viral for some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the videos I watch all the time, bro, it be people falling off shit. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb shit. Just flat out. I done watch people walk downstairs and bust their ass.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Just crying, laughing, watching stuff like that.
Man, it's crazy. Like, when I think about like the presidency, right? Trump came in and just started wilding the fuck out right out the gate. Do you think this tariff thing is going to go good or bad?
Tariffs are actually supposed to be a good thing.
Break it down for people who don't understand it.
All right, because I think one of the most underrated things about my channel, how I did it, I always want to explain it to people like a 4-year-old.
Yes, there it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Tariffs are basically supposed to be this. We're going to tax for the government. So the money goes straight to the government of things that's coming in because we're taking more. You get what I'm saying? It's supposed to force you to buy more from your own city, your own state, American made. But the problem is that American made stuff costs like $5. Where that stuff that come in from Mexico.
And Timu.
You see what I'm saying? Timu. It's going to cost like $2.78. The problem with it is you still not going to buy that American product because the tariff is only going to increase it and make it go up to like $3.10. You just raised the prices after you just said, oh no, Joe Biden. So what it's initially going to do is, if it's done right, I'm not a pro-Trump, pro-Biden, pro-anything. I'm just a realist. It's supposed to force us to start creating more, lowering the prices because we have it in abundance. If you got it in abundance, you want to get rid of it. That's what's supposed to happen. This shit just ain't gonna happen. That's all that is. These, like, the one thing I despise about these Trump supporters and these deport people and all this shit and everything like that, I understand it.
Yeah, like the concept sounds good, but in reality, it's like,
In reality, is this. How come when we had these raids, we not arresting none of these owners of these goddamn farms and shit? Why not? They hired them. Motherfucker, yo, the people who you should despise is not just the illegal immigrants. You need to despise the boss too. That's what you need to do. They hired them. They gave them the job. They never walked in here and said, hey, Hector, yeah, he has job right here. No, Hector got job because Hector boss told him, do you got more?
Yeah.
We ain't seen not one person get walked out. OSHA ain't did their jobs and massively find none of these places. Never. Your jobs have went to people who were literally told, come over here. They pay less, and then we're going to raise the prices up here. I lived in Pearl, Mississippi, bro. Chicken farms and all this stuff and everything like that. Hatcheries. You see what I'm saying? These people in here, majority of them have jobs, like white, black, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I leave and I go to other places in Texas and everything like that, and the ones that's not supposed to be there, they rubbing elbows, but they're winning the war as far as the job war. because your boss, the owner of the company, said go ahead, and he played stupid. Why ain't they getting mad at the bosses? Why not? I don't understand.
That's a good point.
I hate that these cats are this stupid. They're giving your jobs away. They're not taking them, they're giving them. And y'all won't unionize. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand why you won't unionize. I don't understand why companies don't want you to have a union. Like, y'all got problems with hiring. The union can hire these cats. The union is always going to keep people coming in and stuff like that. Like, they'll adhere to the rules of it. You want people to come to your company and stay there for 30, 40 years. Why wouldn't you unionize? I don't get it. People stay because of benefits. It's not that damn hard. Like, I don't know, man. I can do that shit all day.
Man, do you think when you start seeing the economy starting to crash a little bit, Bitcoin down, the stock market down $1 trillion, do you think it's going to get better or worse?
I hope it get worse. The hell?
Okay, explain that.
Because one thing, and this is why I couldn't vote for Trump or Kamala Harris. They never talked about the supply lines. Supply lines are fixed. Everything's back to normal. But costs are still the hell up here. You see what I'm saying? So, knock this shit down. Let it keep going down. It's going to knock the prices down. We're going to get some financial crisis going on. Hey, old companies are crumbled, new ones are built. Shit, it is what it is. Let this shit crash. It's going to bring everything down. Then you're going to have your damn trading wars all over again. But now, you're going to have to compete for this. If we're supposed to enterprise is shit. Let it crash. Let it keep going. Bitcoin should not be that goddamn high. Bro, what the fuck? Like, there's no army behind this, bro. This is dark money. All this shit, bro.
Yeah. When it comes to like a Trap Lil Ross, right? And you see what he's doing. Do you feel like he takes it too far, or that's just great journalism?
You had to sensationalize. You had to. I mean, when Michael Jordan was balling, we slowed it down. You know what I'm saying? It's just a dunk. It looked cool, but no. Why are y'all putting it out there? Like all the stuff he get is already online. And he's like literally a year or 3 months late. It's not like his documentaries are literally from some shit where he sat through there and had on a big ass trench jacket and stuff like that and was listening and secretly recording conversations. You niggas put it out here. You cannot get mad at that. Like, I seen cats getting mad at Trap Lil Ross like, you can't talk about Chicago like that. Man, if I was him, I would say, fuck y'all. Straight up.
I live in the UK. You don't even live here.
Yeah, fuck you niggas gonna do. Bitch, you can't bring no guns. We got knives. I would have literally cussed everybody in Illinois out. Y'all don't like me? Fuck y'all. I'll talk shit. Fuck Chicago. Nah, nigga, hey, what? I see them cats in Stockton getting mad. You put in, I'd have said, fuck California. Nigga, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do to me? I hire the same people in your state because they only lower the money, and I'll walk around this bitch with 10 yards. Guarantee you won't do shit. That's what I would have did. Because what y'all mad about? Y'all mad about his success. Y'all mad about him putting it out there how fucking stupid you look. You look like idiots.
But in documentary form, it is a little bit more effective. We saw R. Kelly go down because of a documentary. Like, we've never seen that happen before. A documentary took R. Kelly out.
No, a documentary solidified R. Kelly's egregious behaviors over the last 30 years. That man was everything and then some. Cuz used to go parking in high schools and scoop new booty.
Yeah, he was wilding. But I'm saying nigga had a sex tape with a minor and he did mad shit after that. So it was the documentary that put it in a palatable way where people were like, all right, bro, he got scooped up right after that. So I can understand why.
Good riddance.
No, for sure. For sure. But what I'm saying is I can understand.
Tory Lanez, all of them. Good riddance.
So you do feel like Tory Lanez did that?
He did that, bro.
So wait.
Read his appeal paper and never talk about fingerprints and all this shit. Like everybody who's talking about this shit didn't read nothing.
So he got to be one of the most egregious niggas on planet Earth then.
Why the hell would he admit he shot Megan Thee Stallion? Why? The hell? Well, you better not. Even though the proof is there in the documents. They're not going to read it. The proof literally is right there in the documents that he did this.
Really? Break that down for people that wasn't really technical.
So, you know how you get a second opinion about things?
Yes.
All the time?
Yeah.
It's amazing how there's a second report on her foot that literally shows bullet fragments there. So she was shot in the foot. You get what I'm saying? She was shot in the foot. But look at the pattern of behavior. You got a restraining order out on you. All right. Why the hell would you want to rush the stage when she's at Rolling Loud in Miami with the baby? You literally had to be restrained from going over here trying to bully this woman who justified her restraining order. You get what I'm saying? Not only that, the phone call. Go listen to the phone call. He's admitting it. The fuck you on the phone call? This is being recorded at a California state penitentiary. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just tell her I'm sorry. I didn't mean for none of that to happen and all this stuff. Bro, you admitted it. Fuck Tory Lanez. He did the shit. But we not gonna believe Megan Thee Stallion because you're a loose ass bitch. Not to call you a bitch, my bad. A loose ass lady. Women that are loose. There you go. You loose. So they're not gonna believe in Jezebel. Regardless of if you having your female empowerment and all this stuff, like that don't matter. They don't care. You look like you sleep with multiple men, so we look at that as you're a liar. Because you wouldn't admit that you was messing with Tory Lanez. Should have admitted it. The truth will set you free. Shouldn't have left anything to speculation.
But okay, so then when you sit back and you look at him drop this album from jail, it's like, what does this tell us about the world? Like, you have a black woman that did get shot. There's only one or two options. Either he did it or the girl did it. He went to jail. He was guilty, but their people are still supporting Tory like he didn't do it.
Like Malcolm X said, man, black women are the least protected. This is what it is. Black women are the least protected, and they're great at messaging, but they're great at tearing their own down way worse. When you are talented, you get to get rid of every negative, bad thing out there. Tory can rap his ass off, and he sing great. You get what I'm saying? He's entertaining. These brides, they like him. He's hanging out. He's in GP right now. He's in General Pop right now. He would want to be, because you don't want to sit in that cell by yourself all them freaking days. But no, when you talented, you can get rid of it. There are people right now rooting for R. Kelly because he can sing. The hell? No, nigga, just because he gave you all these songs. No. Hell no. Fuck no. Nah, bro, hell.
So what is your stance then? Because right, when we talk about rappers, these rappers be doing some egregious shit too.
And they make the channel get called all type of stupid motherfuckers.
Got you. So for those who don't know your stance on things, tell them what you stand for right now real quick.
Truth, justice, and the American way. Superman. Nah, I'm just on the real, I'm just with common sense, and we gonna spaz out on not having the common bullshit. We just cannot have this stuff pass. So it's on us to hold each other to task. When certain cats go viral, I'm not going to say names because people got relationships and stuff like that. When certain cats go viral for certain things, we have to be the ones to say what it is. I don't want to see mother effing Dr. Rogers on whatever the hell who don't look nothing like us, like Dr. Phil, talking about stuff he don't know shit about. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This is how we create media personalities to draw attention to bullshit. You seen Dr. Phil in Chicago with some damn deportation stuff. What the hell he know about deportation? What was he even there for? He didn't even know what's going on. So, nah, this is the bullshit that happens all the time. And it's just all about eyeballs right now. You get what I'm saying? So that's why they're going to run commercials on certain things. They don't care. Black Death sells. Black Death is profitable. It just is what it is. It's been that way. From slavery all the way to now. It's Black Death. Subjugation at its finest.
This is crazy. Before we get out of here, man, like, you know, I like to kick a little knowledge, man. You know, again, well articulate black man.
Appreciate
what
it.
are some of the books that, you know, us as a community should be tapping into?
We had to stop reading for pleasure. Stop that shit. Stop reading for pleasure. You only have this much amount of time. You talented for about this much of it. You have to figure out a way to literally master the moment. I can already see me 70 years old, 80 years old. I don't even live in today. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't live in today. Like, I had to get off the truck for a minute because I'm realizing, hey, bro, you getting big. Hold on, bro. Like, nah, get off that truck. You know what I'm saying? So, health is wealth type of shit, but right, we're only promised so much amount of time, so we got to stop doing shit for pleasure. You have to have the ability to learn the best word in the English language. No. So like the books that I read, right?
Right.
Shit, try having teenagers and saying that shit. They don't understand. It's like you're speaking a foreign language.
Can I get some V-Bucks? No.
But stuff like The Law of Success, Napoleon Hill, Contagious, Jonah Berger, The Catalyst, Jonah Berger, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Hell, learn how to talk. I'm about sick of people running around and sounding stupid as shit like you got peanut butter at the roof of your mouth. Learn to project, to speak, because it's not about what people say in front of you. It's what they say behind you. That's where your promotions come from. That's where you get your approvals. That's what we call underwriting. Mm-hmm. It's not the shit they do in front of you. Your denial is behind closed doors. So how do you come off? Everybody ain't gonna sound great, but you can work towards the shit.
Right.
Everybody can be something, but you gotta work towards it. It's hard work is fucking...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, you know what I mean? But you know, the crazy part is I feel like we're starting to see a day and age where I feel like the kids are going to be, they like look up to YouTubers more than they do rappers now. Mm-hmm. So we might see a world where, you know, if you're doing content, you're not going to want to sound stupid. And you're going to start seeing these kids start getting more educated because they're seeing themselves on camera. They're hearing themselves. So they're going to work towards greatness. So I do feel like the future is probably going to look a little bit better than it does right now.
We're less violent than we were in the 80s and 90s.
That's what's up.
We've had our peak. You know, don't get me wrong, 2017, 18, 19, we've had peaks, but look at the influencers now. Right. It's the Kai Cenat.
The Kai Cenat is such a great example of
he bought him Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fuck you know about Bill Nye the Science Guy? Right. So stuff like that, like, when are we going to get to a point of not just saying certain things of rap and like, why the fuck are we just valuing black sweat? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, right? Like, why are we not invested to us becoming cardiologists? Like, where's our black doctors at? Where's our black lawyers at? Where the hell, like, bro, I know people are going to be mad I say this. We need more black firefighters. We need more black police officers. We do. Because I done seen too many times where I done had conversations with some of my white homies, and I say, man, I was doing about 80, and the cop clocked me, and then he looked and he said, man, what that car got in that hood? Man, slow it down next time and let his ass go. Your black ass try that, you get in your car so you can go into jail.
2 pats on the top.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring that ass on, boy.
Man, look, I done had situations with black cops where they let me get away with certain shit. And I knew I was fucked up. I knew it. Now, that don't happen all the time. But still, we need that. We cannot keep glorifying gangsterism. I get it. It protects us. It shows we ain't no bitches. But bruh, the best way you can do it now is by the block. Create your own community. Put your, like, when are we going to get involved in politics? Go to these areas that are affluent with money and watch how the police chief act with these people. He kiss ass. You come to the hood, he don't care about nothing. It's the older people that vote. It's the older people that run the laws around here. That's why they don't fuck with the older people. They don't mess with your young dumb ass because they doing the work that the older generation just ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna deal with these YNs. We need people to mess around and get involved in politics in day-to-day stuff because that's where the money is. Imagine if you actually decided to look at your mayor's budget and see what company he hired just for landscaping, the millions of dollars of a landscape company. If you cats knew this shit, y'all would put on all type of stuff and get your ass to cutting grass and trees and cleaning up the city. They giving $1 million contracts for this shit. Y'all just refuse to do it. Y'all would rather take talking points from some of these, and I don't want to sound racist, but some of these dumbass white people that know what they're doing. They're not dumb, actually. What they're spreading is a dumb message. We're hearing shit about Ukraine. Oh, Ukraine got billions of dollars. So did your state. Every year your state gets billions of dollars. You gonna hold your governor to task? Hell nah, because it requires work. Y'all some lazy some bitches. Your mayor gets millions of dollars in his budget, granted from the feds or from the state. But y'all dumbasses and lazy asses won't do shit. Won't do a fucking thing. Don't show up to town hall meetings. Don't do anything. You wonder why the police chief got officers that can whoop your ass and then come home and chill. Because y'all don't want the laws to change. Never. These Cops are dogs, trained dogs. Sick of them. They adhere to law. If law says you can't do this, you can't do that, they don't do it. Look at how they got laxed on a lot of these weed laws. What stopped happening? Stop going to jail. Cops started talking about weed a lot differently. Before, they was talking about weed like you had crack up your ass. Like, come on, bro. They are dogs. They're taught every single year. They got to go through post-certification, damn near every 2 to 3 years, so they can get reacclimated to law. Y'all don't want to do shit. Everybody keep asking, well, this immunity and all this stuff. And you ain't voted, bitch. The fuck? You ain't voted. It takes something massive to happen, us destroying shit, when it should have never happened in the first place. Like the body cams. That happened because of Oakland, California. Because of Oscar Grant. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why that happened. Because he got shot, filming, all this stuff. And on top of that, them cameras help more police than they actually do people. Because now you get to see, Roger, he dead because he pulled out the guns on the cop. He had his ass blasted. We just thought he smoked his ass, but nah, actually, but it provides transparency. You know what I'm saying? There's actual counties of cops who refuse body cams because they know they're dirty as shit. You know, like, man, we gotta get into this political space. You cats are so afraid to become cops. Like, why? I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Cop is a stable fucking job. Stable job. Good housing. Great housing. Put your kids through private school. All of this stuff. In Texas right now, y'all got a fucked up public school system because y'all got them governor. They don't ever talk about this stuff though. But I'm from California, so I don't know what the fuck going on. But do I know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Thank you. So it's shit like that, man. That's why I'm the hood lawyer.
And the West Coast Thanos.
Yes, sir.
How did you get that name? Before we get West Coast Thanos is wild, nigga. Oh shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That just come from that damn
Okay, I get it.
Nah, it come from being a bouncer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We had a crazy ass fight, bro. We had this crazy ass fight where these like 6'5" ass dudes, like big ass husky ass essays is in there, and they off meth. Like they turned up. Buddy over there, there's a first dude. He got his shirt off. He dancing. You know, when that mariachi, that Hottie Bell music be going on. Cuz is dancing and taking his shirt off. So I approached him. Hey, you gotta have your shirt on, bro. Fuck you. The whole crowd looking at me. I'm like, I should just knock his ass out. But I'm like, put your shirt on. Enjoy your night. That's all. I walk off. Dude, button this shit up. Get to going back dancing. Him and his homie. Now they damn near mosh pitting in there. I ain't seen Mexicans mosh pit before, so I already knew something was off. So I'm like, if I go tell him to leave, I'm gonna have to whoop his ass in here. Because you already feeling like he on that type of timing. So I tell the homie, I'm like, he a younger cat, but he swole, like, we call him Wolverine. We tell his, because he had the mutton chops too, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. So, boom, make his ass go tell. I say, hey, bro, go tell him he gotta leave. But I got a homie named Big E. Big E is 6'6", 400 pounds. Cuz got a voice that's so damn deep. It's like he should be voice acting right now. He got like that Avery Jones voice kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That Barry White shit. So I'm like, E, watch his 6. And people don't know, 12 is your front, 3 o'clock is your right, 9 is your left, 6 is your back. So I say, E, watch his 6, bro. Follow him, but be close. Man, the way our club is set up, like you have these rails that come up right here, and then you have a line right here because it's California. You got to have where you can have handicap access or you will be sued. They have people that go out there and sue specifically for that. It's a story on that. Basketball town, Sacramento, California. So, boom, we had that. So that's where we have our line typically. And then a little VIP from the stairs and shit like that. But it's rails right here. And it's kind of like a hill right here. And then the cars are down. So we're kind of up. So we're elevated and everything like that. And the reason I had to say that is because of what happens next. Man, they getting outside. As soon as they get outside, Dude just hit my guard in the face, hit Wolverine in the face. Boom! Smacked the shit out. I'm like, I freeze at first. I'm like, oh shit. So as I'm walking, Big E, he left-handed. He cleaned the boom, hit him, knocked him over the rail. But his friend now is squabbling Wolverine. Bruh, this where it gets so crazy. It's a cop in the corner. As I'm coming out, I just put him in a headlock. He not going. So I put my fingers under his mandibles. I'm like, fuck this, bro. I'm like this. Cop come by, he stopped, he looked, take off.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I said, it's going down now. Hell no. So I'm taking him down the stairs and stuff like that. And I push him like, man, take your punk ass home, bro. His homie that rolled down come too. We not knowing what he about to do. Wolverine right here. The nigga, boom, hit him again. I'm like, what the fuck? So he knocked him out. Then
he knocked Wolverine out?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Bruh. Knock his ass out. So he, boom, get up, start squabbling. I'm thinking cousins hit him in the face. He hit him with body shots. I'm like, what? So I run over, boom, hit him right here. If anybody want to knock somebody out, top of the ear, if you take your hand like this, you can already feel your vision get blurred. I knocked him out. He flat out like, E over here battling with dude, put him down. But this how we knew they was messed up. Get all the way back up, bro. I said, nigga, what the fuck? What?
Nigga bad as a zombie.
Bro, you remember Pirates of the Caribbean? When he stabbed him in the back and he fell on the ground?
Yeah.
And then dude walking like this right here. I'm like, what the hell? So I just squad knock him out again. He ass sit up there while dude is like kind of recuperating, so he already hot. He just walk over there, boom, sleep him again. I'm like, bro, we going to jail. Because as I'm squabbling, God knock him out, I'm so enraged that I turned into a full gorilla. He on the ground. I just started pounding Cuz ribs and I just started doing like this, like hammer fisting, because I'm like, I can't whoop you no other way. I gotta break your ribs so you can't breathe. Dude over there crying and shit and everything like that. It's filmed. I don't know where, it's on Facebook somewhere. Right. The whole entire thing, bro, it's on Facebook. It didn't make like the viral knockout I had on Instagram from that Oakland show. It didn't make that, but yeah, nah. But the Thanos shit come because every month I always had a squabble and I'm knocking them out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but my arms was like this, bro, like, because I was doing construction delivery. I'm delivering drywall. Right. I'm delivering the shit that go on the roofs and stuff, like shingles and everything like that. Right, you know, them presidentials, they 75. When you order them in squares is 3. You get what I'm saying? So it's 3 of them. So you got to order them in squares and stuff like that. So you're going to lift no less than like 6,000 pounds a day. That's that's an easy day. And everything that's on that roof, you transport by hand. You got to put that harness on, all that in the back, and you got to walk. So you're getting pulled. I've never been that strong in my life. I kind of was scared a little bit because I didn't real life put some people on their pockets that should have got up in a couple of minutes and was out for like 10 minutes. That, you know, that kind of shit. I fear shit like that. A lot of these cats don't. It make they dick hard. For me, I'm just like, I just got to learn to contain. But yeah, that Thanos shit come from squabbles.
Now tell me about the DMs after the tape leak when you knocked the motherfucker out. I know they was in there.
Bruh, I got so many. You wouldn't do that to me.
No, I'm talking about the women, nigga.
The hoes is saying, do you take baby daddies?
They try to put
there's gonna be so many sexy fat bitches in my shit. There's sexy fat women in there and everything like that. I'm like, hell nah. Because, you know, it's just, man, that portraying of violence, bruh, they love to feel protected. Like, that's why I be kind of thrown off with niggas say, I don't trust my woman, but you laying naked with her. You in your most vulnerable position with her every single night. Right. Every single effing night. So I don't, you know, to me, we need to start trusting each other, but you can't trust if you don't build. Like, you gotta, sometimes, unfortunately, you gotta put people in situations to have them show you who they are. By the second date, your intentions should be known. Automatically. Ladies, you are the prize. But so is a man. Who wants to feel used in a relationship? Like, it's like they don't understand. How could a good man not be a prize? How? Like,
a good woman and a good man are both the prize.
Exactly. Why do we have to split that? Yeah. A dope ass woman, bro, nigga, I'll smack the shit out you about mine. I will beat your ass about my woman. I'm gonna holler at you first to get your side, because you know women, they do be spicing it up.
Yeah.
He said this, he said, no, he didn't. He just said, hey man, you cute. No, all right, well then shit, fuck it. He didn't say fuck you, he said fuck it. You just in your feelings because of how he said it. But you know, a lot of ladies go on feelings, and we supposed to use logic. But like I said, it's not a bad thing to have feelings, because that's intuition, where our logic will lack us.
Right.
So we need each other, man. And I'm sick of these podcasts doing that, but we do have to get on the women's asses, because once we can have that fleet of women that are ready to marry, then we can tell the dudes, this is what you need. This is what you need to do right here. This is what you need to do right here to get these type of women. I got me one or two.
And on that note, man, this has been crazy, man. We definitely got to shout out our homie.
Shout out Angel, the publicist, Texas man. Angel, as she like to be called
now. The best out here. Make sure you tap in.
She getting it done, man. Tap in with her. You know, if you need the interviews and stuff like that, especially with a guy like me, I'm not hard to contact. I kind of am. So just get to her, and it's gonna make you shake for everything. I appreciate you guys for having me. Honestly, bro, man. It's been a joyous occasion, and everybody watching this, why not subscribe? Why not like? Why not comment? If we grow messages like this, we don't have to resort to people blowing off steam and cussing everybody out and making death threats. I'm not sending shots because I just be direct, but it seems as though we have to do a bunch of bullshit in order to get people to get there. You don't have to smell shit. You can smell the roses every once in a while. Wouldn't that be the best thing?
Hey, now. Hey, and with that being said, this is the best part. Ceddy Nash, you are a real life street star.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street star.